What is going on, everyone? We are back with another potential test in MLB The Show. Before we get into this episode, remember, all episodes are determined by the comments you believe in the previous videos on who to test. So today's coming from a comment, it's Nomar Mazara, left fielder for the Texas Rangers, 20 years old, no MLB service time. He's a 79 overall already, a potential. We're going to see how this guy grows. And as you see, his stats already pretty solid in terms of the contact and power. He is satisfied, so holding at that 79 overall, we'll obviously see that change. But let's get into this. After season number 1, he goes from a 79 to an 80. He only goes up 1. He gets plus 11 to his contact versus lefties, only 1 for his contact versus righties. His power versus righty doesn't change. Lefty goes up 4, 5 for his vision, 4 for his discipline, and 3 for clutch and bunt. Drag bunt goes up 2. He gets plus 2 for his durability and fielding, and plus 3 for his arm and reaction. Stealing goes up a little bit, but not a lot of changes there in terms of his overall. So as we take a look at his numbers, he played 141 games, 21 home runs, 71 RBIs, 7 stolen bases, and hits for 275. So he had a really good season. Interesting that he only went up 1 overall, and you see he actually is an 82, but he's unhappy because of his contract, and we see this so often with these younger players after the first season. So that will adjust. He did actually grow 3, which still isn't a whole lot, but let's go season number 2. What's he go up to now? And there's the growth we like to see. He's up to an 86 overall. He goes up plus 4 to his contact versus righties, just 1 versus lefties, but his power goes up 8 versus lefties, went down 1 versus righties. So that one is not what we like to see. Plus 3 for his clutch and his bunt, drag bunt, durability, fielding. Actually, everything goes up plus 3 except for his discipline. It's the only other thing that didn't change. His steals goes up 7. Base running and aggression goes up 3. So much better improvement. Some odd reductions, but he plays 141 games again. He hits only 16 home runs, so maybe that's why the power went down. 60 RBIs, 6 stolen bases, only hits 252. So interesting. Not as good of a season as last year, but his improvement goes way up in terms of overall. So as we take a look at his happiness, maybe this has something to do with it. And he is just satisfied because he's already unhappy with his contract again. So he is actually a true 86. So he did have, well, he actually only ended up going up 4 in this one. We see the difference because he's not upset anymore. But still, moving on now, season number 3. What does he grow to after season 3? And he's up to a 91. But look at this. His potential went down last year, and it went down a grade this year. He's now a B potential. He gets plus 3 to his contact versus righties, plus 4 versus power versus righties, plus 1 for power versus lefties. His vision goes up 7, 2 for his discipline, 4 for clutch, 3 for bunting. He gets 3 for durability, fielding, plus 2 for arm strength, plus 3 for arm accuracy, and 3 for reaction. He plays 137 games, 76 runs, 146 hits, 25 home runs, 73 RBIs. So highs for home runs and RBIs and a high for average. Impressive, but interesting that his potential has gone down to a B. So we're going to have to see how that affects the rest of this. He is happy, so he's getting a plus 2 bump as well. So he's actually a true 89, so he went up 3 again, but getting that plus 2 bump from his morale. Now after season number 4, he goes up to a 94, so he goes up 3 again. Still that B. He gets plus 3 for his contact versus left or righties, goes minus 2 for lefties, minus 1 for his power versus righties again, plus 8 for his power versus lefties. So he's getting a little more consistent in terms of power on both sides of the plate. Only plus 1 for vision, minus 2 for discipline, minus 1 for bunt and durability and fielding, and arm strength, and arm accuracy and speed, and minus 2 for, wow, a lot of minuses. He still goes up in overall. He's now a 94 overall after 4 seasons, which is incredible, but I'm already seeing some things start to degrade. So look at the numbers he plays, the most games he's ever played, has the most hits, the most runs, the most hits, 32 home runs, 82 RBIs, only 1 stolen base, but hits for 278. So another good season. But it's interesting to see some of those things go down. He is ecstatic, so he's actually getting a plus 4. His contract he's really happy with his contract. So he's only a true 90, which means he only actually grew 1 overall. He was an 89 after last season. So interesting. Let's see, what does he end up at here? Season number 5, and he is going to end at a 90, so he does go down. So as you see here, minus 6 to his contact on both sides, plus 1 to his power versus righties, minus 1 to power versus lefties, and pretty much only a few other attributes have changed. They do get pluses at least. Speed actually went down another 1. Stealing went up plus 1. But it looks like he's already maxed out, and he's only 5 seasons in. So I was ready to call this guy an absolute thumbs up, go get him, but let's see here. He has 123 hits, 20 home runs, 60 RBIs, 7 stolen bases, hits only 221. So that might have something to do with it. He had a very, very bad season. As you saw, his power was moving up there. The RBIs only ever got to 82. He was improving each season. He actually had, I think, a rare, really good season in the first season. Then he kind of keeps progressing up until that fourth year where he hits 32 home runs, 82 RBIs, but he goes totally back this past season. He's probably getting paid a little too much. He's making $14 million, and he's only down. He now expects 9.8, so he's happy about that. He's actually getting a +2 bump in his morale, but I don't know. Nomar Mazara is done with the potential test, and I don't know if I can. Obviously, you got to recommend him because at 24 years old, he is still a 90 overall, but this might be a guy, if you are the Rangers, maybe you trade him after a couple seasons because his worth as an A potential, and he was, mid-80s, might be worth a little more than being a 90 overall B potential. I don't know, but in terms of trading for him or making a move for him, I don't know if it's worth it. It depends on what you're going to give up because I don't really know where he's going to go from here. I think he might start to continue to degrade. Maybe he turns it around depending on how well he plays, but Nomar Mazara, I'm going to give a 1 thumb up, not necessarily 2 thumbs up. If you are the Rangers, definitely play this guy. He is going to do good for you, but maybe use him as a trade piece. And if you're trying to trade for him, don't give up too much because he is maybe not going to grow how you would expect. But that is going to be it for Nomar. I leave the decisions up to you. And don't forget, as I said earlier, leave a comment down below for any other player you want to see in a future episode. That's going to be it for this one, though. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a like. I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.